Welcome back. My final tipping point tonight, 10 ways you can reject your white privilege. Oh yeah, that's a real thing. It's making the rounds online right now. Recognize that you're still a racist if you're a white person, the list says, no matter what. Listen when people call you out on your microaggressions. Take up minimal space if you're a white person, the list tells us, during anti-racism dialogues and protests. Not sure what the point of the whole list is if white people will still be racist no matter what. But I came up with my own list. I call it 8 ways you can reject your liberal privilege. Shall we? Number 8, you can reject your liberal privilege by giving your iPhone to a poor person as you march down the street protesting capitalism, by trading in your designer jeans for thrift store corduroys as you demonize the wealthy, by refusing to broadcast your grievances on social media since a meritocracy that determines if your video should trend is against everything you stand for as a pseudo-socialist. Number 7, you can reject your liberal privilege by refusing to fly in a gas-guzzling jet, by selling your gas-guzzling SUV or van or truck if you've ever made me, the American taxpayer, pay even $1 towards fighting climate change and counteracting your carbon footprint. Number 6, you can reject your liberal privilege by cleaning up after yourselves when you protest. I'm talking to you, Occupy Wall Street. I'm talking to you, Dakota Access Pipeline protesters. And yes, I'm talking to you, Women's March feminists. If conservatives so much as left a water bottle lay around, you'd scream about littering. But look at what you leave, literal piles of garbage because of your liberal privilege. Number 5, you can reject your liberal privilege by checking yourself before you trash black conservatives like Ben Carson, Clarence Thomas, and Condoleezza Rice because they are both black and conservative. Number 4, you can reject your liberal privilege with a hefty donation to the IRS. I mean, it's fair, right? You want people to pay more taxes to help the poor. Isn't that what you say? Well, do it. There's a donation tab right there on their website. Number 3, you can reject your liberal privilege by turning yourself into the cops after you throw rocks at police horses, flip police cars, pepper spray an 8-year-old, punch Trump voters, assault gay Republicans, set businesses on fire, loot stores, break glass, shut down cities just because you're mad about politics. Number 2, you can reject your liberal privilege by refusing to speak on college campuses since conservatives aren't allowed to speak there either. And number 1, you can reject your liberal privilege by biting your tongue before you tell me I'm racist because I'm white, telling me that no matter what I do, I will always be a racist, that I'm a xenophobe because I want to build a border wall to keep my family safe, I'm a bigot because I want to protect our nation from radical Islamist terror, and worst of the worst, that I'm anti-woman because I'm pro-life. And that's my final point. You can reach me on Twitter at Liz_Wheeler. If you liked the show, please send me an email at oann.com/contact. In the meantime, catch us live here tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern, and until then, have a good night.